In this video, I'm going to show you how you can connect a controller to Steam. So I'm using an Xbox One controller, but you can use a 360 controller, also a PS4 or PS5 controller as well, and a couple of others as well. Now, what you need to do is you need to essentially connect it to your computer first. You can do this via wired connection or via Bluetooth. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in my Xbox controller via a wire, and this is going to be the charging cable that comes with it. And then if we turn it on, you can see it is now turned on. We can go ahead and connect it to our computer, make sure it's all working, and check it's working in Steam. Okay, so my Xbox controller is plugged into the controller. It's also plugged into the back of my computer. And what we can do now is open up Steam. Inside of Steam, we can click on Steam in the top left-hand corner. You can then go to Settings. Here, once you're in Settings, you want to look for Controller, which should be near the bottom. Now, if you've got it plugged in, if the controller is turned on, you should be able to recognize it. So here we can see it says Xbox One controller. Game rumble is going to be the vibration. Now, I hate vibration in games, so I'm going to turn that off. And pretty much, you just want to make sure that you've got the controller name here, and you want to make sure when you scroll down, you have these default settings turned on here. Now, I wouldn't go ahead and enable any of these others, because this is for Switch Pro controllers, this is for a generic controller, so we don't need that. This is for when exiting big picture mode, we don't need that. So what I would do, if you can see your controller, I would go ahead and click Test Device Inputs, and then you can go ahead and start obviously moving and pressing buttons on the controller. And here you can see everything is working, which is great. We can test the rumble by clicking rumble, and your controller then it should vibrate. If all is working, we can go ahead and exit out of this by clicking on the X. Now we can go ahead and exit out of this, and you can then open up a game. Now, it's important to note that each game is going to have different settings that you may need to configure for your controller. But if your controller's working, you can load up a game and you can get started. So that's how you can do it. I hope that video helped you out.